Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, Executive Editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the original cast recording, reissued on Naxos, formerly on RCA, of Menotti's Amahl and the Night Visitors. This is kind of a sad story. I don't mean the piece. The piece is lovely. I'm talking about its history. And it says something about our culture and the way we live. I don't want to make grand pronouncements about it, but, listen and see what you think. Now, when Menotti wrote it in 1951, it was one of the first operas broadcast on television, and it was enormously successful. They estimated that 5 million people tuned in to see it. I mean, this is in the early days of television on the good old US of A. The cast was consisted of Chet Allen, Rosemary Coleman, Andrew McKinley, David Aiken. Is that you, David, who sometimes comments on this channel? Or a different David Aiken? Leon Lishner, Frank Monachino, the orchestra and chorus, no name, pickup, conducted by Thomas Schippers. In December 1951, you also get, by the way, the Sebastian Ballet Suite, it's a terrific ballet. It's wonderful to listen to. So with Dimitri Mitropoulos doing, by the way, who was no slouch, right? So that was from 1946. Anyway, here's the deal. The story is simplicity itself. Amahl is a poor, crippled boy. He lives with his mom. The three wise men, or the three kings, or whatever you call them, are on their way to go visit Jesus. They have a stopover at Amahl's house. They ask if they can stay there. The mother says, sure, relax, enjoy. We don't have very much, but, And because they're so poor, she winds up stealing gold from one of them, and they catch her, and she begs for forgiveness because she's so poor and they're so poor, and they explain that they're on the way to see Jesus, and it's okay, she can keep the gold because he has no need of gold. He's going to build a kingdom on love, which is always good. And Amahl is very moved by this story, so he offers to give the Christ child his crutch as a gift. And as he does that, he is miraculously healed and learns that he can walk, and he dances around, and everyone's really excited. And he gets invited by the three kings to join them in their pilgrimage to Bethlehem to see the baby Jesus. And that is the story. It takes 46 minutes. It's full of good tunes. It's sweet without being grotesquely tacky. I mean, it's nice. It makes you smile. It's a good story. It's good-hearted. It's lovely. So this thing was performed in 1951. It was a huge hit. Then it wasn't performed for a while. And eventually, Menotti saw some productions that he didn't like. And so he forbade it being presented on television any further because he said he would rather not have any performance than a bad one. Well, that's nice. But the fact of the matter is, it ought to be as popular as, A Charlie Brown Christmas or How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The fact that it was an opera, a real, actual opera, and nobody thought anything of it. It was on TV. It was singing. It was wonderful. That was a healthy thing. Menotti shot himself in the foot there, I think, a little bit. But beyond that, the piece exists because it can be performed by modest forces, by amateur companies rather easily, in a local context. And I've seen several student productions of it, for example, and they all work really well. It's absolutely lovely and terrific. So there's no reason not to hear it, not to perform it. It deserves more credit than it gets as a 100% totally successful opera for television and a charming story that's delightful at the Christmas season. And I just haven't heard much of it lately. I know it gets performed at the publisher, according to the notes here. Shermer records 500 performances every season at Christmas. So, yeah, people are doing it. But we're not hearing much about it. And like so much by Menotti, it's not taken very seriously. And it deserves to be. It's a piece of exquisite craftsmanship, great charm, complete emotional sincerity, and it deserves to be cherished as, a holiday treat. And, it has been recorded a few times. This was the original cast recording. There's another very good one on Naxos, regular Naxos, with the Nashville Symphony Orchestra. Here it is. It's got, let's see, Ike Hawker-Smith, pardon me. Icky. I like that. No, I think it was Ike. I was pronouncing it in Norwegian style. Ike Hawker-Smith And Kirsten, let's see, Gunlogson and Dean Anthony and Todd Thomas and Kevin Short and Bart LaFon. I mean, there's only 6 people in it. That's it. And let's see, members of the Nashville Symphony Chorus, and then members of the Chicago Symphony Chorus and the Nashville Symphony Orchestra under Alistair Willis. And there's also a piece called My Christmas, which is like the coupling here, another Christmas piece. So you can get it in good sound. You can get it. This is actually not bad. This was restored by Mark Oberthorn, who does his usual very good job. And it's lovely to have. So I just wanted to put in a plug for it, because it's one of those pieces that everybody knows about, but, or most people know about, and it almost never gets listened to, which is just a terrible shame, especially around the holidays. So Amahl and the Night Visitors, give it a shot. If you haven't, you'll be very pleasantly surprised, I guarantee. So keep on listening, friends. Thanks for joining me, and take care.